Yeah, what up, everyone? Another beautiful night, and our topic for today is: can you judge your partner because of their past? So, we expect you to also urge your opinion after our discussion right here, bro. So, what do you think about this topic?
Well, I think you can't judge anyone because of their past, because they say the past is past. Like yesterday is gone, and yesterday can never come back again. And someone that is bad yesterday can be good today. So, like just like
well, to me, I can judge people because of their past. We can never forget history. Like they say that history is the history. Like history deals with past events. For someone you want to get married to, like for someone you want to settle down with, like you have to put his or her past into consideration before making that bold decision of marrying that person. Past matters a lot. It's not about judging the person, judging him or her about all but what matters there is what is actually wrong in that past. You can't tell me that because if someone is a criminal in the past, you will then go and marry him or her, thinking that person is going to change in the future. You understand?
Coming to this part you're going now, like you say, because someone has a very bad, ugly past, like doesn't mean they can change tomorrow and become there's a perfect person. And we all know that there's no perfect human being in this earth. Everyone has an ugly past. And like there are some things like when you talk as a human being, we are human beings, and everyone has like there are some people who are like they have been in places like because of circumstances or situation or like the kind of background they have, they find themselves in places not really nice and conducive. Like let's say for example, like a guy growing up and in the kind of neighborhood where he grows up is just where you have to do some illegal things to survive. And because of the kind of environment where he lives.
And we are saying that if actually you marry that person in the future, that person will not do that illegal thing to survive.
Yeah, let's say like there are some people like what I'm talking like there are some people whenever they go out from that particular environment that makes them do those things. Like they make a decision, they say this place I am not going back to this.
It's not a grant. It's not a 100% guarantee.
There are some people who are doing some bad things who are doing some bad things just like to find a way out. Yeah, they are just here. Let's say they are doing some illegal shit. They are doing some things not bad. Not really good, because like they just want to use it to boost themselves up. Like once they reach their target, they leave it and they are not going back to it anymore. You mean like you are going to because of that? You say the person like
the person can there is possibility
to my own aspect.
Someone you want to marry.
To my own aspect, bro, you can't just judge someone out of their past.
No, you can't.
There's a lot of people who have gone through things in life that you just because you went through a better life doesn't mean that another person went through a better life. You
yeah, let's say
for
people that have to like from starting from when they are little, they have to feed themselves and they have to do some kind of things to be able to give.
Do you know that those particular people made the worst wife or husband in future?
No, you don't have to say that. There's a lot of them in the society who have made great wives. There are people who have not lived life of that past that are even worse in marriage.
Like you can't see someone and you forget about that person's past immediately and want to settle down with that person, thinking that person is going to change. Man, that is
people change.
It's nonsense.
Okay, let's say
for someone you want to marry.
No, definitely.
Okay, let me tell you something.
You have to put every aspect of her life into consideration. You have to even think about her mother's life. Not even only her own life.
Most of those people that you think that their past are messed up, they are one of the most amazing people you
most of them
if you think people can change from
most of them are because the society has already damaged them.
Yeah.
Do you know that you can be damaged by society by the environment that you come from?
Okay, I'll ask you a very important question. People go to jail for a crime. Yeah, after some time, after doing their time in jail or in prison, like why did they get free? Like why did they get freedom?
Yes.
Because what? You have atoned for your sin.
Yes.
And now you're free. Like, and everyone believes like you're good. Like because everyone believes like there's a second chance for everyone. Yes. And there are some people who won't like. There are some people like they don't repeat the same mistake 2 times. There are people like some people like because of environment. Like let's say for example like a young growing up girl like being in a kind of place where she have to meet random guys for money. just to survive. She's doing it for survival, and finally she find a guy who is willing to give her the life she wants.
Are you saying that
there's no
after
reason
marriage that she won't go back?
No, she won't go back to that.
What if those opportunities occur, those circumstances occur?
No,
she's going to do what she knows how to do best.
No,
this is her.
There are some people. There are some people who all they want to just like they just want to get her from that toxic environment.
Yeah.
People that just want to get her from that environment that is making them do those kind of things. Like let's say like that person. You said what if the situation occurs again?
Yes, that person is going to repeat that particular
No,
thing. But that's what he or she knows how to do. But that's the only way she knows.
I'll tell you, sometimes
he or she can survive.
Sometimes
she don't know any other way.
And do you think those ones that have not had the experience will be in that situation and still not do worse than them?
I'll tell you something. Some people, if you know,
do you know that? Let me tell you.
Definitely, those people that you think that have not gone through that situation are worse than them, are much more worse.
The particular life you live today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow determines the kind of environment you are in.
I will tell you.
Your environment matters a lot. Your past.
There are sometimes you perform, you act some kind of weird characters at home. Your parents will look at you. They'll keep quiet. Do you know why they keep quiet? They want you to make that mistake. And after making that mistake, you're going to decide for yourself if you're going to let yourself make the same mistake again. That kind of situation won't understand what it feels like being there. And some people when they do it like with so much pain because they are not doing it. They are not doing it because they want to do it. They are doing it because of the situation. And once they get chance to get like a little chance to go away from there, they are not going back to that place anymore for any reason.
This thing you are saying is very rare.
Okay, I want to use one point for you. Like, let me say, you have been from here. You started from here. This is the scratch. You started from the scratch, and all of a sudden, God helped you. You came out from that scratch and went to a better life.
You're telling me
would you want to come back to that scratch?
To go back to the scratch again?
What do you mean? This thing is not in the context of what we are discussing.
No, it is actually. This is living what you have despised.
Yeah, I mean, like this is.
You can still go back to it.
No, you can never go back to it. Anybody who have this, who goes back to it, have not despised it.
What if something happens?
What
if something happens?
The same point
you have a setback.
Okay, that's
the only solution that will enter your head is that your past life because that's the only way you know how to survive.
Okay, wait.
You can't escape it.
That
This is
setback
who you are.
Bro, I mean, that setback comes only when you're careless.
I mean, this can happen. No,
even if you
can never say never. This can happen in life.
Did you actually really leave the bad character?
Yes, you left it. But all of it, you left it.
You will never go back.
What do you mean?
You left it.
After the things we are not as what you once you leave. Things are not as things as you think it is. You will, the only way you will survive, the only survival way you know how to do is that your particular aspect. This will make you
it's really hard for someone. It's really bad for someone after going after like being in the bad side comes to the good part.
What are you saying?
Going back to the bad part, it's really rare. It's very easy for a good person to go back. One that is good to just turn bad, but it's very hard when a bad person turns good, like going back to bad again. Like it's almost like a reasonable person will not.
That person, that
unless you're talking about a useless person who doesn't have like future or anything.
It's not about useless.
Like a person that doesn't want something good for himself.
This is the concept of life. This is what you know how to do. Like all of a sudden you find out that yes, you are out of this thing, but all of a sudden things happen. You find yourself in that same position, you have these setback things. The only way you can survive, the only way you will think about survival is going back to that thing you know how to do. You may not like it.
Let's not get distracted.
Yes,
you're talking about like the past of someone defining something.
Yeah, and I said yes.
You said this past. You're no longer there. You're no longer in the past. You're in the future. So why are we bringing what's happening in the past? Yes, like okay. Can you get the food you ate yesterday?
This food.
That's food. That's life.
It depends on the situation.
Yesterday's life is gone. Coming back again. If you lived yesterday as a bad person and today you decide to be a good person, today you're a good person.
You can still go back to be a bad person.
How? What make
in the sense of have you not seen in so many places where they release someone from jail and that day and the next day you will hear that person went out again and they still bring that person back to that place. This is what he knows how to do. You don't know all the other surviving ways.
That person you're talking about.
The person is living in the past.
Yes, I'm telling you it's possible.
That's what I'm saying.
In order to avoid these things to happen to you, avoid all these things to happen to you as a human being, as someone that wants to settle that, you avoid that particular person. There are still some good people who has this good
there is no perfect human being anywhere.
It's not about perfect. There are people who have good stories.
Their own flaws.
No,
It's not about
nobody have a perfect story.
Not perfect. I said good.
Like what do you mean by good? Someone who have never lied before.
It's not about lying.
Okay, is this someone who have never like had an affair with a guy before?
And another guy.
It's not about
Or is
having
this someone who have never been in a relationship? What do you mean by a good person? Like
so,
what do you mean by good?
what I meant.
If you think like the person, like someone that has an S and you feel like he's going to be a good person, if the person is so perfect or so good as you think, why would the person even have an S? Like people, like it's really hard to see someone like the chance of you like getting married to your first love is very rare. So does it make you breaking up with your first partner? Does it make you a bad person?
From the context of where I'm coming from. Look at what I'm saying. Like someone now, you can't tell me that you met someone and that person told you like, look at my past life. I'm a prostitute. I did this in the past. I did that in the past. And all of a sudden, you said that you have forgiven that particular person in that aspect. That you are going to marry this person because you don't mind if she. Let me use particular.
Because that's the way to move forward. If you feel
you will
like
now settle down with that person, and you are telling me that tomorrow bad life.
Okay, is this someone who have never like had an affair with a guy before?
And another guy.
It's not about
Or
having
is this someone who have never been in a relationship? What do you mean by a good person? Like what do you mean by good?
What I meant.
If you think like the person, like someone that has an S and you feel like he's going to be a good person, if the person is so perfect or so good as you think, why would the person even have an S? Like people, like it's really hard to see someone like the chance of you like getting married to your first love is very rare. So does it make you breaking up with your first partner? Does it make you a bad person?
From the context of where I'm coming from. Look at what I'm saying. Like someone now, you can't tell me that you met someone and that person told you like, look at my past life. I'm a prostitute. I did this in the past. I did that in the past. And all of a sudden, you said that you have forgiven that particular person in that aspect. That you are going to marry this person because you don't mind if she. Let me use particular.
Because that's the way to move forward. If you feel
you will
like
now settle down with that person, and you are telling me that tomorrow that person will not go back to that particular.
You don't mind.
It's great, brother.
It's
Brother,
not.
it's
I mean,
great.
wait.
I
mean, what you don't mind.
this person opened up to you. The person opened up to you.
Let me tell you, bro.
Someone
What you
opened up to
don't
you telling you
mind
that
is
this is what I did before.
What you don't mind.
This one way
This is
like
sincerity.
So you are going to risk it.
At least
You are going to
it's
risk it
a
to settle down with that particular person.
Is it better?
I'm asking to your question. I'm talking to your question. Are you going to settle down with this particular person?
As long as you know when you say you accept someone, you know when you say you accept someone,
this marriage is beyond love. But sometimes they ask you, sometimes they ask us not to marry our great love. Sometimes because of all these things, because so that you will marry someone who you can understand.
Does understanding have? If you have understanding,
you understand that people can change. Like when someone said like I'm not going to do this again, like that's
what
you trust someone.
At what percent? The chances are high. That's what I'm saying. Is to commit an avoidable sin. Something you know you can avoid. A sin, a mistake. The worst mistake you can do is to do a mistake.
And what is that avoidable sin?
You need the person and look for someone who has clean slate now. Who don't have that bad.
Who has
What I'm trying to explain to you is like there's no one who it's just like the one you can tolerate. Like the one you can tolerate. Like someone
you know that guy is not tolerate.
I mean someone come up to you like and tell you like this is my part, this is how I am, and you accepted the person, like you be like okay. The person gave you assurance this will never happen again, and like you can't just meet someone today and you marry the person the next day. You go into courtship, like, and in the process the person never is used any character of like doing those shit things that they did in the past again. Like what, like you like as a woman you give them and see how they react to
you can spend more than 10 years with someone without that person showing that particular act. But this can happen.
Have you not tried? Marriage that lasts for 10 years.
We are talking about marriage
like 10 years.
We are talking about marriage that is forever.
Wait, I want to.
Yeah, I mean, you're never going to marry someone.
If someone can hide the character, like if someone goes back to that, if the person goes back to that,
I want
you as a person,
people can bring out their character.
Make the person go back. It's not good for that person.
It might take longer time, 10 years, 15 years, because that person, things can happen. There might be
15
quarrel.
years. If someone can hold a character for 15 years for you,
are you planning are you planning to end your marriage after 15 years?
No, I'm not planning to end my marriage. If someone can,
what are you telling me? This is avoidable mistake. Avoidable mistake in the sense that
this
you
is
can
not an
easily say no,
avoidable
that you can't marry this person.
Do you know that this
how many remain?
I'm trying to tell you something. There's something we have to understand about this past life you are talking about. Yeah, at least you met someone. Wait, I want you to understand something.
What are you
at least met someone who made it clear to you that she had a character that was not good. What if in the case that you met someone who never even told you that she had a past life?
Yeah, and you say
And you still get married
and you
as a
think the
sense.
person, yeah, as a good person. Then along the line, like you're finding out,
all those things.
Yeah, like how will you react
Is
to
this the
that?
best?
But someone is
You
being
don't
blessed.
just-
Like you're talking
no.
about past. Like what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is
The
that
past,
you can't
yeah, the
define
past,
someone
from
today
our past.
because of yesterday.
Yes, it's
You
not possible.
can't define
Okay.
somebody. History
Because-
can repeat itself. That is a mistake.
You have seen the life. You have seen the life.
You know,
Why do you want to
50%
go
of
from the life?
class marriage.
Okay, I'll ask you a
50% of class
question. I'll ask you a
marriage
question.
today is
Wait,
because
I'll
they
ask
don't
you a
check
question.
those.
How many-
They are blinded with
How
love.
many histories
Just
have
like-
repeated
wait,
itself?
just listen.
I can tell. I don't want to call them, but I can
Okay.
tell you as many as.
Okay, wait, just
possible.
listen.
It's
I
not
mean, as
much.
many as
It's
possible.
not
Let me ask you a question. If
This
you
is
think that- if
something
they
you know you
go
can,
back to, why did they
something
come
you know
out
you
of it?
can avoid. You can easily say
I mean-
no, babe. I can't marry you. I can't. Then you look for someone.
And you
It's
think,
not
and
that
you
you
think
don't
that's
know.
someone else you're going for. Is the one
In this
that's-
is even going to reduce the particular love you have for that person.
It's a very
Look
big
at you are
lie.
deceiving yourself.
A real-
This thing is a mistake that you can avoid though. You can simply I'm not marrying you. Look for another person.
No. You don't have to say that.
No, you can say it.
No.
To avoid this particular mistake.
It's not possible, bro.
You know
So
that-
let me tell you.
So
People
someone,
change.
let's say for example, why do you think the person will
You
leave
know that
thing?
those,
Well, I mean,
most of
why
them,
do you think?
you know that
just
most
allow
of
me
these
talk,
things
just allow me talk.
are inherited from parents.
Let me
Not
ask you a
even
question.
from the girl.
Let me ask you a
Well,
question.
it's not the case of parents we're talking about.
Wait,
here.
let me ask you a
It's not
question.
about the
We're-
parents.
we're-
Yes,
we're
I'm
talking
telling
about
you, this thing can be
our
as
past.
deep. This thing can be. This
And,
thing now can
and,
be.
and I want you to understand
this thing
something.
Can be deep
In this
as
in this
involving
our
the
21st
parents.
century,
It's not-
almost every woman has
Whenever you
passed.
say the 21st century, that's what annoys me most.
Do-
That's
do-
21st
do-
century.
do-
Because
let me tell you.
does it mean that
Almost every woman has passed.
yes, but there are people
so-
who their story can be accepted. There are, if you see nice
That's
stories
what I want
that you
you to
can
understand.
accept, but you can't.
It's
Actually, like you say, like someone have an awful past, like, and the person told you about it, and you say it's not okay, right? Okay, let's say for example, this person have seen this life, they have been through this life, and they decided on their own, like no one asked them to come out of it. They made the decision to leave it. So how, like the perfect person you're like, I mean the good person you're talking about, like what makes you think like the person will want to wake up one day and decide to try like, you know, human beings sometimes we get curious about things. You want to know how this thing is going to look like. What if I try this kind of life? What makes you think like the good person you know today can't go back tomorrow?
It's not that
So how can you trust the person?
It's
I mean,
not
if you
that
can,
bad.
yeah, if you don't
It's
think,
not
if
that
you think
bad.
people, if you think like, if you think people,
look at what I'm telling you. When you want to marry someone,
I mean,
and someone told you about his or her past.
yeah.
The past in the sense that the fair ones like hot temper, all those ones are not problems.
I mean,
the problem
this is just
here
a
that
fantasy.
I'm emphasizing is when someone told you about her past in the sense of prostitution, being a criminal.
So
Wait,
I want-
being a criminal
Okay.
on all that.
All right,
And you think that you can forget about all those things and get
I want to ask you
that
something.
tomorrow
So-
that person
so-
is going to be good and all that.
Wait.
When you know that
a criminal
this is
that stops
avoidable.
stealing, a criminal that stops stealing, and you still call him a thief. Like what? How can you call him?
And who told you that person has stopped?
Yeah, because they
This can happen. That person
because
can
they
go
change.
back to that thing.
No,
but you can easily avoid this particular person.
Don't judge when
So
you're
it's like
allowed to
you
start
can
judging.
judge. What do you mean?
I mean,
Someone to someone you want to settle
No,
down
you're just
with.
yeah, this is your
Don't
fantasy.
judge.
This is your fantasy.
What do you mean I cannot
I mean, this
judge?
is your own fantasy. You feel like there's a good person somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that good person you're talking about, like might have like some bad characters. Like someone that doesn't like you are not a person, but you lie.
No.
lie.
I didn't say
I mean, I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an example. Like for you, like I just don't like.
It's part of
I honest
prefer someone
better
that
than a liar.
but someone
You
who
can
has
avoid
a,
both of
who
them.
has a past.
Still be searching.
Wait.
That's why
Like, you're not ready
that's
for
why-
anyone.
that's why you
You're
see-
not ready.
that's why you see
There's no
people
perfect
saying
person.
20-something years before they get. They
What
are
do you say
looking.
there?
At least
Okay,
like
what do you think?
someone
What do you
that.
think when people talk about like there's no perfect woman or perfect man anywhere? What do you think they talk about? Do you think they you do you
Yeah,
think those
but
kind of-
that
you want a
doesn't
perfect-
mean that
you want,
you are
you-
going
you-
to marry the worst person.
No, this is how can you call someone a worse like because of what they did in the past when they don't know
They can
anything?
repeat it in the present.
No,
They
of
cannot.
course you
Are
can't
you
say
saying that
that.
they cannot
No.
repeat it?
No,
Are you
that's
saying
why-
that? Are you
that's
telling me that
they
there
are
is no
bro.
chances?
They are
for them to
baby.
repeat
that is
it?
why
What
you
are
saw-
telling me?
That's why you go through
What
process before you
what
get to
I'm
marry.
saying in essence that these things can be avoidable. That you can decide to avoid all these things.
And then
you
you
can
leave,
tell not to
you
marry
leave Mr.
that.
A, then you go to Mr. B. Mr. B have this one also. You go to Mr. C. Mr. C have this one. So you're going to end up being alone forever.
It's not about being alone. It's
Oh, that's
about
what perfect person anywhere, because every relationship or every marriage or anything they have ups and downs. Like people have faults. Like everybody have their own ups and downs. Like in the past, like
Yeah,
there are some things you've done in
I'm
the past that
not
you're not
saying-
really proud of.
Yes.
So you mean
I'm-
like you meet someone you really care about, and because of something you did in the past, when you don't know anything like that, you feel sorry and you know
You know that that's why they have.
okay. Do you have some
That's why they
yeah,
have.
just like you said, like
I can forgive the venial ones. That's why we have venial sin and mortal sin. I can forgive the venial ones. But the mortal ones I can't forgive. Just the
No.
mortal ones I avoid.
No,
Them. You can
just-
easily say that.
I mean,
you can easily. You can easily
if
decide not to marry that person and avoid that particular mortal
if
sin.
those for me
to,
I think
to,
for me I think
to
if
react
those
or
people-
in the future.
for
That's
me,
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
if those people like are really determined, like not going back to that,
If
style,
those
there's
people,
no reason
that's
not
what
to
we've
give
been
them chance.
talking about for someone that
If
wants
you think
to marry.
if you think
For
that's
someone
way,
that wants
they
to
want
marry
to release criminals
this
from
perfect
jail after
family
doing
that
their
we're
jail time.
talking about.
If you can't change them, there's no need releasing people from prison after doing their jail time, because see, they will still go back to this to doing the things they do. But the society give them second chance because they know they believe they can be good in everyone.
People can
And
change,
there
but
is
the
no need- there
probability
is no
of
need.
going back
If
to
people
that
don't say
particular
Probability,
sin-
it's not like
Yes,
yeah, but there are good people that will not go back to that.
But you can avoid it.
Wait.
You can simply
You
say
can't,
that
you can't, you can't okay, so because someone
Listen,
went
if-
because
if-
someone went to
if people-
prison in the
if-
past, like
listen,
you
bro.
are
That
going to
thing is a
receive them
mortal sin. You
from
can't-
from their like legal right, like from.
Prison damage some people.
I mean, I'm not talking about prison. per
Going
se.
to prison itself can cause more damage than good if you don't know.
No, I'm not talking about prison. I'm just trying to ask
That's
you a
what I'm
question.
telling you.
Like, so
There
because
are-
someone has fought in the past, like you're going to like they're going to
You
live
have to
the
check.
end of- the end
That's
the rest of their life.
why I'm saying you
getting
have
out.
to check if that thing is venial sin or mortal sin.
Well,
If it's venial sin, you can forgive. If it's mortal sin, if you decide to go into it, it's your own cup of tea. That's
Bro,
what I'm
bro,
saying.
bro,
These
if
things
you-
can
if you
happen.
can't-
You can't look away.
If you can't forget about people's past, then the English word forgiveness is nonsense. It wouldn't exist in your life. It will never exist in this world. Do you understand? That's why there is that word forgiveness. So you need there are some things that people will do. You just have to understand the fact and understand it. All you have to do is try to understand the
sometimes people do
reasons
some things
why
because
it
of the
happened.
situation and the
Yeah.
kind of
Once
circumstances they
there
find
is good reasons for what happened, you can easily forget about it and try to look up to the future.
Yeah, because you can't live the future like thinking about
Yeah,
the past.
thinking about the
Yesterday
past,
is
no.
gone, like I told you. Yesterday
That's
is gone
it.
and it can never come back again. What
Yeah.
happened yesterday should
You,
rest in yesterday.
I don't know if you're understanding what we are saying here. This thing is for someone that you want to settle down with, someone that you want to marry.
Yeah.
That you have to look away important things, important aspect of that person's life, and then you say that it's forgiveness.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can